Hello everybody, and welcome back to the labs. I am Towsty, and we are on our Karma playthrough server, working on episode 6 of my single player series on the Karma Modpack on the ATLauncher or ATLauncher. Go check that out. Link in the description. Alright guys, it's been it's been an interesting little while here. I've been playing a bit, trying to get some stuff set up and some things going on for you guys to see before jumping back in and recording, so you're not just watching the sort of same monotony I've been doing over and over in the other series. And so lots has happened, but we're over here by the death counter wall, and I have not died again since last time. So let's jump in and see what I got going on. I laid out a foundation for our new base. I'm not going to be using this. I decided I'm going to undo all I did there, because yeah, it's stupid to build on top of there. I'm not using it very much. But I'm going to start this as a foundation for my base. And I've got this idea to build this really like, oh my gosh, my frames. What's going on with the frames? Frames. Come back to me. There we go. So I've got this idea for every time I move. Okay. For kind of like a spiraling base, and I don't know how it'll look. I don't know what it'll look like once I get it up there, if it'll just look like some weird jumble of blocks, but I'm going to make that primarily out of stone brick or edged stone brick with stone brick thrown in the middle. I got a marble floor here, and I put this up. I added the mod called Malices Doors, or Malices Doors. I don't know. Malices Doors. Because I hadn't actually ever seen them before, and I thought the idea was really cool when I saw the mod page come up, and I saw the update up there on the Not Enough Mods website. And basically what I really liked about them is they added an animation. Now that animation is a little buggy sometimes, but what you see is you see the door opening and closing as opposed to just popping open and close. And I thought, you know, that's kind of a nice touch. Let me turn these off because I forgot they were on. And so I thought that was nice. And on top of all that, it added this player sensor. So it doesn't need a pressure plate. It doesn't count with mobs and things like that, but it's just a little player sensor. It's not technically a redstone signal, I don't think. I don't really know. I guess it is. I could find out pretty easily. But yeah, so that is awesome. And then, oh, hello zombie. Cyborg, meh, dead. Awesome, redstone, thank you. And so I put this guy here, and it does open, but again, it's a little buggy. So I got a player sensor here, and you can see it open up, and that's awesome. I thought, oh good, that'd be a nice big door for me to get in my base. But it won't fit the build very well, so I just left it up to show you guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a kind of a shed, like a work shed, or really a garage, to store my power gen. And that'll where I'll put all my power generation in a shed. And it may be underground, you know, there may be like a staircase down to it, I don't really know yet. And I'll use this to get in and out of there as long as the compatibility holds up. So yeah, so I've been doing a whole lot, cleared out some area here and put this down, and that was good. I did a whole ton of mining. I've got lots of ingots and things, and I've been cooking up some smooth stone to get some bricks going. Still working on some processing. I've got some powders in there. Oh, wait, these are in the wrong chest. How much of this have I done wrong? Oh no! These should be in there. Probably not very much, to be honest. I think it just finished the stone. I've got lots of stuff that is being cooked up in here, just rather slowly, unfortunately. I got some skystone blocks. I was going to try and change this whole little area to skystone bricks, which I do really like the texture for, but I'm not going to be using this base. So I added a TNT generator because one of the types of zombies drops TNT, and they output quite a bit of power with one TNT. Like one TNT block basically fills the TNT generator. But it's really annoying. Like it explodes and it makes a lot of noise, so I'm not going to use that really while I'm recording because it is a pain in the butt. But anyways, so I got that cooking up. I got some more stuff here to work with. Culinary generator still being used, but not too much. Instead, I got these guys producing most of my power. And I have a whole bunch more stuff. I cooked up some pure Certus crystals as well. So right as we finished last time, actually, before I went to bed for the evening, I wrapped up on here and kind of just crashed for the night. Oh yeah, so I had ground up some Certus quartz, into some surface quartz dust. I still got a few left over from the bonus of the sag mill. And I put it with some sand, made some seeds, and just dropped it in this little puddle over here and left it overnight. Because they don't despawn ever. These, when you're growing these crystals, you just need to put the surface quartz seeds in the water. They'll never despawn, which is awesome because they take forever. Without the crystal growth accelerators to speed them up, they just take a insane amount of time. So I was doing some work on the server and making sure that both of my servers could run off the same box at the same time, like I was talking about before. And I finally got it to work, and it seems to be working pretty good. So that has been going well. What else did I do? So yeah, I've kind of moved on. I spent so much time mining, and it led me to this. I really want to fly. I mean, who doesn't want to fly? I'm digging my armor. I'm digging, the new sets of stuff that I have. But I do really want to fly, and there's a lot of ways to fly, and I actually found a new one, and I really don't know how it works. But it's this chaotic gem of soaring from the Chaos mod, which I'm really enjoying exploring. Basically what happened was I went to see what I needed to upgrade my chaotic armor, and I really don't know, because I don't know what this chaotic diamond is, to be honest. Chaotic fluid? That molten... That's not helpful. Okay, so anyways, there's all these tiers of this these armor, and I was like, okay, let's start to work on upgrading some of it, shall we? Because I can use my broken armor to get a full piece of new one. I think. I haven't tested that. But I'm looking at this and I see the water breathing one. Okay, that's sort of handy. But the flight one, I don't know what kind of flight it'll be like, or if this has a durability or what. So I was working on making that, and I realized, oh, I've got enough diamonds and I got all this stuff. I only had a few lapis. I had like 7 lapis. It's like, ugh. So I went down, and these pickaxes are pretty good. They have 2,000 durability. Like, a diamond pickaxe only has 1,500, and these things have 2,000. And I think I've gone through about 7 of them now, just digging. Granted, that was using vein miner to clear out cobble a lot of the time to see if I could find lapis. But as a result, I have found 36 diamonds, and I've used a few of them too. So we've been doing pretty well on resources, but no lapis and all of that. So I sort of rushed my way down the tech path of magical crops. And I'm just going to sleep through the night here in a second. But yeah, I rushed my way through the tech tree. Started with, I had a bunch of essence from mining, of just regular essence. And my plants have been going. I've got, I think, 3 or I think I actually have 6 or 7 essence plants now. Just from seeds that I found and from them sort of repropagating themselves. And so I was doing all this stuff, and I realized I could start working my way towards lapis essence, and that would probably be the best way to do this. So I made my weak infusion stone to get going. I started with coal, so you'll see some coal essence here to make because you need to have an essence, a basic essence to upgrade your infusion stone. So one of the basics, it doesn't really matter which one. So I started with coal, and then I went to obsidian. And I don't really know why. With vein miner, obsidian is really easy to get right now. I have a whole heap ton of obsidian. But I went with obsidian, because why not? The other options are not the greatest, but I could have used redstone, glowstone. I would have used glowstone, but I didn't have any. And I've got lots of redstone right now, so I decided to hold off on that. Although, I should get going on that so I can make some redstone generators. Interesting. And so, yeah, I worked on obsidian. I got the next stage up, and I made myself 1 lapis seed, because I only had 4 lapis. And quite frankly, I ran out of essence. I needed some more strong essence, and I only could make 4. So, those turned into about 4 just from harvesting. I got really lucky. I made myself a watering can, as you saw a minute ago. And I started to just stand and water it over and over, and I think I ended up with 4 or 5 lapis seeds, which is pretty awesome. But now I have my lapis essence. I'm gonna make me some lapis blocks. I need 9 of these guys, bunch of redstone, and I think just 4 of these. No, I need 2 of those blocks, right? No, just 4 of those. And I am going to make a flying crystal. Because I want to fly. But yeah, I wanted to bring you guys in and see how this goes. Because I've never used this mod. It's nice to be on a bit of an adventure. I figure I fire up the recording and see how this goes. Boom. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Come on. Come on. Fly for me. Maybe I will see. Let's check the controls, shall we? Make sure I'm not missing anything. Archimedes, better foliage. Oh yeah, I added the better foliage mod along with that doors just to see kind of what else I could work with to make a. I like the better foliage mod, and I was gonna just see how it went, and it's going all right with that. It gets a little laggy when I chop down really big trees, but and that's with the rapid leaf decay. But other than that, inventory tweaks, journey map, Lycanites, map writer, mechanism, miscellaneous, movement, multiplayer, not enough items. Activate magnet mode. Oh, I don't think that works when I'm not fancy offish. Streaming, Tinkers, Vein Miner, Wayla, and Amoebus chunk loader. Yeah, not really that helpful. Alright guys, well let me pop out here for a minute and I'll show you my farm once it's day, but let me go look this up and see how it works. Be right back. Well guys, I'm at a bit of a crossroads here. So, all of those resources, and there isn't even a website for this mod. All I know is the author's name is Lidar, and wow, I mean, I'm loving the tools and the different things in this, but there's no information, there's no videos, there's not, like, if you go through the list of mods in this pack on the ATLauncher, they don't even, like, everything has a website and all that beside it, but this mod doesn't have a website, it doesn't have a forum, it doesn't have nothing. So we're kind of stuck with it for the moment, and no flight. And we're short a few diamonds. And at least I got somewhat decently far in magical crop mod thing. Yeah. Anywho, I wanted to look at my capacitor once I got you guys back here just to make sure it was still all okay. And it does look like it's holding charge fine. And just for my sanity, I'm actually going to put this in here like that for now. Maybe I'll have a brainwave later, and actually, I wonder. So one of the things I haven't looked at yet at all is a lot of the configs in this pack, and so I'm wondering if I can go to the Karma pack and look at the config for chaotic craft gems. It does have a config. Enable chaotic blue gem and purple gem. Not really what I had in mind. How about tools? Nope, that's just the good stuff that we're using right now. Oh, so that's awesome. This mod, in all that it does, it also adds. It's what has caused me to find. It's what has caused me to find a bunch of the presses, like the AE2 presses, in. In dungeon chests. Sorry, I've got too much going on in my brain. So that is what has caused me to find that. However, there's not anything else really helpful in this config file. There's a lot. It's got its own folder and everything, but nothing. So we'll have to explore that a little bit later. For now, let's have a sleep. one other thing I did is I noticed with all of my mining and my fighting and not dying, I actually had some decent experience. And one thing I always find myself short on is experience. So as soon as I could, I made this XP drain from open blocks and put it over a liquid drum. And I've got about 45 levels in there now. Or so. And that way I can just hook it up to a shower later and use them when I need them and use them for enchanting and good stuff like that. So what I wanted to get going now, though, was the infrastructure I needed to... The shovel's about to break, isn't it? To start farming and to get automated farms going. And I wanted to do that using the power that I already had and just run some cables. So I'm probably going to need to make some more cables. But that really won't be the end of the world. I gotta say, I think I need to get some AOE style digging going on here, because I'm going to need to clear out a whole lot of space here for this. But one issue I'm having before I can really handle that, and before I can really handle auto mining, is storage. I am running out of space. I'm running out of space in my house to put chests, and I'm running out of space to put items in chests. So, I mean, I may even end up compressing this cobblestone down just to save space. Yay, lapis, 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 lapis. This is driving me insane. Let's get rid of it, shall we? Now, I'm using a vein miner on this to break them all at once because they mine really slow. That's how long it takes to mine one of those things. One garage door and all that. So, yeah, I would prefer to use vein miner on that all day to get those down. So, let's take this. Let's take our gravel ore. Can I just cook you? We'll find out. What's it doing? Oh yeah, I wanted to start getting going on AE. Because that seemed like a good idea to me. I'm going to set up a very simple, very small applied energetic storage system in my house, probably right here for now, if not somewhere over here. In fact, I can probably lift up this generator and put it there, even, because I'll be done with most of that. If I need a little bit more power, I've got some TNT that I can throw in there and get a lot of juice out of that guy. But in order to do that, we need to get going. Excuse me. A long day. We need to get going on the very, very basics. All I've made so far are these crystals. And I'm really glad I did that overnight. I may need to set up another portal to go get more nether quartz. I'm really hoping I won't have to, but I probably will need more glowstone. So I'm going to need an inscriber, at least one for now. So I need some sticky pistons, some fluix, which is Certus quartz, or charged Certus quartz, one nether quartz, and redstone dust into a petal. Petal? Let's throw it at a petal and see what happens. I'm going to get about 12 of these bad boys. 12. And nether quartz, 12. And I think they double. I'm pretty sure they double. Pop, 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 pop. Yep, they did. Awesome. So now I got 24 fluix, and let's grab, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For the 2 pistons, I'm going to, oh, why are those in there? Those don't need to be in there at all. I'm looking for that wood. What the... I am going to need a few redstone. 1, 2. I'm just going to keep this with me, actually. And some iron. As you can see, lots of digging and stuff has been going on. And I'm going to make me, over here, a couple of pistons. So let's find our inscriber. And let's just make some pistons. And then I'm going to grab a cup. This is why I kept a bit of raw rubber from Mine Factory Reloaded, because I knew at some point I would need sticky pistons and wouldn't have the slime balls to deal with it. So there's that, and we have our inscriber. Now this guy does need power, so I'm going to unfortunately... You know what? I'm not going to break this, because I am not going to want to put this where I can't access the edges of it. Where am I going to want to put this? I might even just leave this out here for now and wire it up. Yeah, let's do that. Let's leave it right here. I know this is not ideal, but this way I can get my wrench out and turn it, and it'll be much, much, much easier to automate in a few minutes. Right, so basically what I'm going to need is a bunch of processors to begin. I really want to make the drive, which means I need 2 of the diamond ones. So I'm going to take my hoppers from here. Oh, all those seeds and cabbages and my cabbages and stuff. I'll throw these up in the chest so I don't carry them around for the next hour. The nice thing about the inscriber is it is a pain in the butt to automate, but I can do this, and that'll be top and side. Wait. So this right now is going to throw stuff into that slot. And I need actually access to the bottom. Okay, so let's bring our presses, which I've got lots of now actually. I've got double what I need, which is awesome. A little unbelievable, to be honest. I found another meteor, but for the most part, these have just been in like those little dungeon chests. And so with the combination of Chaos Craft, adding them to dungeon chests, and that other mod that does stuff. Oh, and the Ruins mod that adds all these little baby dungeons all over the place that are really easy to loot. With those 2 things combined, getting the presses you need is really not that difficult. Now I'm gonna need everybody to leave here. Yes. This is why I have a chest on top of my furnace, because I know a lot of the time I'm too impatient to wait for things to tick over and to be done the way they want to be done. So the only thing I'm going to need to do is actually come over and pull out the stack from the side. But for now, I want to take the next thing. I'm going to need some silicon, sure. So we'll throw this guy in here. Throw you on top. And bloop, there we go. And actually, I'm probably not going to be using that one too much for now. So I will do this. Put this here. And put that there. And when it comes to the time that I'm going to actually finish the circuits, I'll make sure that I add another hopper. In fact, I'll build it now and just get it set up just so it's a bit easier. Hoppa, hoppa, hoppa. I'm going to get rid of some of this rogue wood just to free up some space as well. And I call it a chest with some iron. Boom. I've had some interesting battles. I did figure out something that was immensely helpful when I did finally come to the realization. Those crazy mobs that have been plaguing my mining, and the reason I didn't want to keep going on this pack for a little while, I pushed through and I did it, and I was happy, and I'm loving the pack at the moment. But there is those mobs, the Geonax or whatever they're called, that are so annoying. Turns out, and this really makes a lot of sense, I accidentally attacked them at one point with my pickaxe instead of my sword. And those things drop so fast with a pickaxe. It's like 2 or 3 hits with a chaotic pickaxe. And that's even the like really overpowered magical ones. They just fall. Like, it's awesome. They just die. It's great. And so that made my mining expedition so much more fun and so much easier to deal with. But at one point, a large creeper, the snow creepers who like to sneak up on me and explode and almost suffocate me every time, they decided it was a good chance to do some exploding, as they do. Did I put that in the wrong? I did put that in the wrong hopper. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in, and then we'll take the diamond ones next, which means the inscriber calculation, right? Nope. So it's the engineering press. Okay. he exploded and I was trapped. So I just kind of dug out all the snow blocks and it gave me a whole bunch of snowballs. And if you remember in the first episode, I died a whole lot over here from a lava beast. I saw one of those in the bottom and I needed to get past him. So what I did was I took my 6 or 7 or my 3 or 4 stacks of snowballs and just held right click and just went to town on him. And that, he couldn't really get to me because of the size of the tunnel, and he couldn't even really shoot at me because of the angle he was on. So I was able to kill him and empty the snowballs from my inventory, and instead of just chucking them on the ground, they were gone. And I killed my snow or my lava beast, the plague of my existence over here earlier with snowballs, and so that was pretty fun. All right, we got a good amount of those. Let's pull these out of here just to get them going. Engineering press. All right. Bright good morning to all. I'm actually going to store these in here. So that's going to keep on cooking. And I will, I'll bring you guys back when I have the ME set up that I'm looking for. All right, guys, and we're back. It's been a little while, and we got us our AE beginnings. So, oh boy, that was much more of an ordeal than I thought it would be. I wanted to just sort of blitz through the beginning of AE and make 10. I want to start with a drive and make 10 4K storage disks. And I managed to make one. Basically, I made enough processors to make enough storage segments to make the disks that I wanted. But I am almost out of quartz. I've used virtually all of our pure, most of our charged, and our surge quartz. And so I'm going to have to go digging again. But I'm going to call it there because we are getting near the end of time. And I'm really excited about this playthrough, about this pack. It's a lot of fun, but I'm going to try and get finish up my AE so that I can get my magical crops automation up and running. And I'll go do a bit more digging in between now and then. But until next time, guys, I have been Towsting? I've not been Towsting nothing. I've been Towsting. Wow, that was actually an accident. Again, I have been Towsty. There we go. Got my name right. I've been Towsty. You are watching Infinity Labs Karma Episode 6. Check it out on the ATLauncher. It's a great pack, guys. I hope you all have a great day and a great weekend. And if you're in the United States or most of North America, I would say have a great long weekend, as this is the beginning of the Labor Day weekend, guys. So have a good one. Stay safe, and I will catch you guys later. Deuces.